Alright, I'm going to be sharing some farming strategies for the mid-tier Relic Materials. So these two, and we will jump over to the scavenger. So in the previous video, and you can jump over to it, I went over the carbon circuit board, bronzium wiring, and the chromium transistor. In this one, we'll be looking at the artium heatsink and the electrium conductor. So obviously these here I'm classifying more as a mid-tier because stuff that you have to use for them is a little harder to get, and also these ones you're going to be using at more the middle and obviously the upper relic levels, but they start more in the middle. So for both of these, there's several that you can farm, so that'll make it easier. So you can farm like quite a 4 or 5 different ones, and it'll make it a little faster getting up enough material, because you can use when you go to convert, you can pull shards from 4 or 5 different pieces and to have enough to get you where you need to go. So the 5 here for the heat sink is going to be this Mark 8 Biotech. And you can see this is one that you're going to need a lot of. As you can see by all the characters down there, I need it. Same thing for this one. A lot of characters need it. The Mark 5 stun gun. Same thing for this one. Mark 5 droid collar. Mark 3 stun cuffs. Again, a lot of your characters need this. And the Mark 3 sensor array. A lot of characters need this. And if the web store cooperates, we can also use the Mid 5 med pack. And we'll see if the store shows that one. You might be able to find the other 2 that's showing over there. But for this, I wasn't able to see it last time I went looking for them. So for this video, we're going to focus on those 6. So let's go over here. So the main place that I've been finding to get this stuff is over here in your guild activity. And this is a good use for the materials, the currency I mean. So let's scroll down here. We gotta get down here to the ones. Guild currency with one thing, token. Okay. Now sometimes they don't always pop up in here. Let's see, this here. Okay, see there's one right there. Mark 3 stun cuffs. And that might be the hollow projector that was shown over there. Or one of these. Sometimes the store here cooperates and shows everything that you're looking for, and sometimes it doesn't. Same thing with this Mark 3 sensor array. And this is an easy place to come looking for it right here. The Mark 8 Biotech implant. See right here, for you can spend 1,600 currencies, get 125 of these. And there's a Mark 5 droid collar right next to it. I'll pull it up, see all these characters that need it. See that helps you identify which one, if you're grabbing the right one. I don't think that was one. Alright, so that kind of gives you an idea of what to look for here and where to look for that one. And this here list changes every time it refreshes. So in the course of the day, you should be able to, be able to buy stuff out of here at least a couple times a day, depending on your schedule and stuff. And they'll sometimes have it, the same one multiple times, so you gotta kind of look through here. But at the top, you'll have the low amount, it'll have like 10s, and then go to 35, 40, 50, 70, and then 125s. Obviously, when you're buying 125 like this, 250 of these shards, that's going to help you out quite a bit. So back here to the scavenger. So as you can see, we could have bought hundreds of shards of these, and to give you an idea of how many is really needed at this level. So right there, 10 shards translates into 1 heat sink. So we could have bought, just with those 2, we could have bought I'm trying to pull this up, the Mark 8 Biotech implant, and we could have bought this Mark 5 droid collar that's right next to it. 250 shards. And to give you an idea, just for visual presentation, right there, for some currency, you could have had 25 heat sinks instantaneously. And over time, you could build up, stockpile these, and have a huge supply not only for your characters that need a lot of these, but also just to keep feeding those relic levels. Okay, and let's move on to the Electrium Conductor. Now this one is a little more costly. It's going to take you a little more work to get. Okay, and I'll have to show you a couple different places where you can farm these. But again, we're going back to the shipment store. So the first place is here. The guild activity currency again. Now you can buy both of these right here, where you can get basically 5 per refresh. I personally don't buy the heat sink, and the Electrium Conductor I try to avoid buying using that triple currency, because I try to use it on the ones that's cost a lot more. These 3 right here cost you a lot more to get, and the Aero magnifier obviously is harder to get also. So I try to conserve that currency for buying these top 4 if I need to. Trying to get the most bang out of the currency type of thing. So let's scroll down here. So this 5 right here, this is one of the currencies or components that you can convert into it. The Mark 12 Armor Tech. See if we can find some more down here in the 15s. Right here, this one here, the Mark 12 Visor. That was one. Here's a 15 of these Mark 12 cybernetics. So that's one place where you can go to find some of these, right here. Okay, and let's scroll down here to the guild events. Now this is a place where if you have lots of currency you don't know what to do with, right here, this is one of them. Mark 12 armor plating. You can get some shards right there, and also Mark 12 wristband. So this here has it has both of those. And of course that's just you get the 5, you got the 10 right there. Let's see if they have any of the, no. Okay, and then sometimes I've seen them over here, but I didn't see any today. And then another place to check is the shard shop. See right there, there's 4 right there. Mark 12 armor plating. But the main places to get these from is the Guild Event store and the Guild Activity store. The Guild Activity you're going to probably get the most shards out of, and you always have a backup method of where you can use your triple currency to buy some of the electrium conductors if you really need to. Like if you're trying to push that character that day, then you know you could go ahead and do that. But with having the 15s here, you know, you can rack up this pretty fast. So like right here, you got 15 of these cybernetics, 15 of the visors, and then we have 5 cybernetics up here, so that's 35. To give you an idea, let's say we bought those 35. And we'll just plug in 35 right here real quick. So it would be almost at 7 electrium conductors. Obviously this is a more expensive relic material, and you're going to have to work at building a stockpile up a little bit more to have enough of these. But this gives you another additional way to farm the materials for this without having to use your energy to have to farm a node specifically. So hopefully this is going to help everyone with farming these 2 mid-tier relic materials, the heat sink and the electrium conductor. So I hope this helped. Next I will be looking at the other 4. Those are more the upper tier, so in the next video I will cover those 4. If you have any comments or anything you want to share, please do that. I also ask that if you can to like and subscribe and share the video. The goal is to hit 1,000 subscribers, so definitely will appreciate any help towards that goal. Again, thank you for all the support from everybody. This is the way.